Hey guys, I'm here to do a book review on Midnighters. The first one is called The Secret Hour, and it's by Scott Westerfeld. This is a series, a trilogy, so there's two more. And this is actually pretty good. It was 296 pages. I read about 100 pages a day, a night, whatever. It reminds me of Simon Holt's The Devouring series, if you've ever read that. I'm going to go ahead and read the back to you, tell you a little bit about it, I guess, and explain why I think it's similar, which you probably will be able to tell just from what I have to say about it. For one secret hour each night, the town belongs to the dark creatures that haunt the shadows. Only a small group of teenagers knows about the secret hour. Only they are free to move about the midnight time. They call themselves Midnighters. So, basically, this book takes place in a town called Bixby. B-I-X-B-Y, I believe is how it's spelled. And there are teenagers that, like they say, call themselves the Midnighters, because at midnight every night, everything freezes except for five teenagers who can still move around and do everything during this time. But everything else is frozen. I mean, like everything. If it's raining, that's frozen. Cars are frozen. People are frozen. Everything is frozen when it turns midnight, and it stays frozen for 1 hour. So instead of there being 24 hours in a day, there's actually 25. But that extra hour nobody knows about, except for, like I said, except for those 5 teenagers. And there's a new girl, her name's Jessica, that just moved to town. And the other kids, so the 4 other ones, find out that she's also a Midnighter. So that makes 5 of them. And I'm not going to tell you how they find out, but they find out that she's a Midnighter, and each of the Midnighters have a special power or a special talent that they can do. And also, too, at midnight, for that hour, there are these creatures that come out. And usually the kids stay away from them and they stay away from the kids, but ever since Jessica got there, these things have been trying to attack Jessica. So the other kids are kind of confused on like why they're acting that way. So this is all new to Jessica. So they don't know what Jessica's talent is. And so basically the story is basically about trying to figure out what Jessica's talent is and trying to survive these creatures. And the only way they can find out what Jessica's talent is by going to this certain place during the midnight hour. And so, of course, every midnight hour, those creatures come out. Now, those creatures are scared of something, so it's kind of, you can protect yourself. So they're scared of new metal, so anything that's new, all different kinds of alloys in that. They're scared of fire. They're scared of, this is really strange, they're scared of anything that adds up to 13. So they're scared of 13-letter words. So if you assign a piece of metal, scrap metal or whatever, a 13-letter word, it can keep these creatures away from you. Everybody in town has 13-point stars or something like that on their houses, because this has been going on for years and years and years. But nobody, everybody that used to fight them years ago obviously are dead now, and so there's always a new generation. And yeah, so it reminds me of Simon Holt's The Devouring, because in your dreams, I believe it was in your dreams, or wasn't it in your dreams with the fair and everything, and then all the creatures and stuff, and so that's what it reminded me of it. This book is also too detailed, like Simon Holt's books, so I did like that when the creatures come out on the midnight hour. It's very detailed. It's creepy. Yeah, so it's an action book, obviously. There's a little bit of starting of a romance in there. You can tell a little bit of the suspense going on, and the characters are, I like the characters. He did a good job with the characters. But, yeah, I don't know. It was a pretty good book. It was a creepy book, and I liked that. So, I was going to read the second one right away, but I know how I am, how I get bored in that, and not that the book's bad, because it's definitely not. Excuse me, I would definitely recommend reading the book. But I think I'm going to go on to something else and then come back to that. So, but yeah, it's, like I said, it's a creepy book. I like the whole midnight hour thing where everything freezes and only those few kids can actually do stuff. But nothing works, no technology, fire, nothing. So even though the kids can move around, they can't drive cars or start a fire or what have you, because nothing works. So they can ride their bicycles, they can walk. One of them has a certain talent for getting around, so they can do that. But yeah, I liked the different talents too that they had, and I think in the other books you'll probably see a little bit more of that, which I think would be really interesting. And it sounds like that it's kind of set up that I think the other books, I think, is just you're going to obviously deal with these creatures more. There's going to be more battles. Because like I said, in this one you're trying to figure out what Jessica's talent was and why these things were after her. At the end of the book you find out what her talent is, so you know why these creatures are after her. So there's really no mystery there, and it doesn't, I didn't notice a cliffhanger at the end of the book, so that's another reason too why I can kind of not have to go right on to that one. So, but that's about it. I'm kind of tired, if you guys can't notice, and I have my neurosurgeon, I have my appointment to see the neurosurgeon tomorrow morning, so yeah. So that's it. The first book in the Midnighter series, The Secret Hour by Scott Westerfeld. And I'll talk to you guys later.